Hello everyone, this is John Baldino again for CSCI E90. My task was looking at Google BigQuery, and this is my longer video. This is just an example of the web application that I developed using ColdFusion, which I said in my shorter video had some issues only because a bridge was needed between the two servers, that being Google BigQuery and ColdFusion itself. But in the end, this is how it would work in theory. I did have to use a bit of a proxy here just to demonstrate for our video. But you could enter any user-defined fields here, click search, and then it will return all the values of what you're looking for. Now, in order to get to this point, what I had to do was actually go in and download something called CFData, which is a patch that's used between querying the information as well as creating the JDBC driver that connects ColdFusion itself into Google Big Data. Once that is done, you'll notice here in my code that there is information relating to that. Here is your data source, which ColdFusion itself takes as being as so. Here it is, BigQuery, you can see that. You have to install this on your server itself. So you can see here, I'm going to log in. And then we had to use a JDBC query language here in order to access that with tokens that were created inside of Google itself and Google Query through their API credentials as seen here. Now, once this is done in ColdFusion, you can see, submit, status here is indicated as being okay, so that there is an actual connection established. What happens on the back end, or to show you the console here in terms of the Google BigQuery itself, this is what it looks like on the console, and you can see that there's much data included here. I've limited it in terms of my query language up here, but it follows an SQL query, which is something that we should all be familiar with. You can choose the different columns you wish to have, as well as the limit amount, which I've limited as 1,000 here, just because it is a very large data set. Looking to the left of the screen, you can see we do have the overall data, the project that I created, which I'll get to in a moment, as well as the trips table itself, which is what we were analyzing. Seen in this area, you can see the schema of that table, which is what you'll use to communicate when making different queries using third-party software. Now, getting back to the point of how to create the project in order to access this within Google itself, you go into the Google platform here, you would create a project, which I have already done, and I've named it CSCI E90. Here, you will have many different options where you can choose what you're looking for, and what you'd want to do there is scroll down until you reach BigQuery. Clicking that, it will take you to this screen. It will load BigQuery, and then you can go ahead and populate your data sets here, or choose from some public data sets, which I did, and copy them over. In order to do that, what you would do is you'd go into the public data set you wish to have, you would click on it, you click on the table you're looking for, and then you would copy this table over to an existing project that you have, which could be, in this case, CSCI E90, or if you want to create multiple projects, you would have the ability to do that as well. That's how you get everything to talk to one another within the two different formats, as well as the different programs that you would be using so that people can access the data. Okay, thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to discussing this more.